Consider the following data from census.gov, which talks about the number of people by type of health insurance coverage, by household income and income to poverty ratio from 2014 to 2015. Just glance over that chart. We're going to pick out certain numbers to answer the questions A, B, and C. So part A was the probability that the person is on any health insurance in 2015. So any health insurance, let's make this color. Any health insurance in 2015, there were 289,930 out of a total of 318,868. Now notice these are technically in millions because in the problem itself that the numbers are in thousands. So 1,000 is a million. But we don't need to worry about that because it'd be reduced anyways. So we would say that this answer is 289,903 part over whole 318,868. Now that fraction might reduce. If this were on a test, I would say leave it alone because for certain calculators it cannot handle a very large denominator, so it wouldn't reduce anyways. So just leave it alone. Okay. So now let's try the next one. I'm going to get rid of those highlights real quick. Goodbye. You can stay up there. I like you. Okay. So now we need a new color. Shout out your favorite color. I'll totally listen to that because I can completely hear what you're saying. What is the probability that a person made at most $74,999 in 2014? Well, we're talking about out of 24. Let me try that again. They made at most $74,000. So that means we need that group, and that group. So the first three lines there. And then corresponding to 2014, that's this first column in brown here. That's these three numbers. Out of how many total people in 2014? That number. So we will have the fraction 55,212 plus 67,311 plus 55,664 all over that 316 number. Now I want you to think about, while I'm writing this down, why we are adding these numbers together. What word is implied? Hopefully you said that word was or, because either you make less than 25,000 or you make between 25 and 49,999, or you make between 50,000 and 74,999 dollars. There's no people that are in both categories. Adding those numbers up real quick and being too lazy to pause the video, so I'll just keep randomly talking. I got for the numerator 178,187 all over that denominator 316,168. So that's the probability of picking someone who made at most $74,999 in 2014. Great. Let me get rid of that stuff now. Goodbye, highlights. Boop. Okay. The last one here was the probability that the person is on government health insurance and is making more than $75,000 in 2015. So government health insurance is that purple column there. We only care about 2015 and more than 75,000. So here's these lines here, the last two lines refer to that. Let me make that smaller. So since we want 2015 on government, that's these two numbers added together. Out of how many total? Well, the total is that 318 number that we had previously. So the numerator would be 11737 plus 19,770 over that 318 number. So just like before, we're going to add those two numbers. I'm not going to pause the video. Instead, I'll tell you that the answers to the final, all the answers are given by, oh, I finished. So the numerator is 31,507, and the denominator is 318,868.